right, let's get into power rankings, Brandon. Wait, yours came out yesterday, right?
Yeah, it was a day late this week because that Russell Wilson thing happened Wednesday, so that took priority. Yeah, let me bring in the power ranks.
True. Yeah, I mean, again, it's the Watson deal is just bad all the way around. It's gonna be the Browns, but like if they're able to somehow, some way, either get or win the Super Bowl this year with all of their injuries, with not the quarterback that they just traded the farm for, gave the most ridiculous contract to, what is that gonna say about the NFL?
Yeah, there's two things. Okay, so I think the Jets defense has already given up. We didn't get the Jets defense we watched all season.
They're done.
So there's probably how good the Browns are. You can't really use Thursday night as a good indicator because I think Jets checked out. What the Browns do in the playoffs is going to be really, really interesting. Like if Flacco continues to play at this level against the playoff teams who got a dog in the fight, like it'll be crazy. It will be truly crazy if he goes on another Flacco tear. Like we're expecting it right now. Like we're expecting him to do playoff Joe shit. I don't know if it can happen. I wish the Jets had something to play for so we could have gauged like where they're at. But
I don't think so.
You know, all right, here you go. Now I felt bad. I felt bad for doing something, and you didn't do it either. So then I felt less bad.
You didn't put anybody at number 2?
No, nobody deserves number 2. First of all, there's not a second best team in the NFL right now. You're all like 4. Everybody's 4. I forgot to put the Chiefs in. I just totally spaced the Chiefs.
Oh, I didn't forget.
And you didn't put the Chiefs in the top 10, which made me feel
no.
Much better.
I didn't forget.
I forgot about
why in God's name would they be in the top 10? Dude, they got their ass kicked by the Raiders. They look like trash right now. They're still going to make the postseason most likely. They're fine. But, dude, no, like they're not a top 10 team right now. They're just not. There's no bias or anything like that. They're just not playing well. I put the Seahawks about because they're being more competitive. The Seahawks are at least they beat the Eagles. They were like super competitive with the Cowboys weeks ago. Like, they got the win against the Titans.
I got Seahawks at 11. You got them at 10, so we're right there. Bucks, we both got at 9. Both got Tampa at 9. We got the Rams in there too. So I put the Rams at 7. You got them at 8.
Yep.
I think they're the most dangerous team right now outside of
they're a spicy team.
You'd say the Ravens, 49ers, but
yeah. I mean, so that's what you want to talk about interesting matchups. Dude, week 18, the Rams are going to be playing the 49ers for a likely playoff spot, and the 49ers are going to be playing for a number 1 seed. Like, those two teams are going to go at it.
They're going to play.
And I really hope the 49ers win, unless the Packers lose on Sunday. Then I won't care.
Yeah, we thought it might be a game where the Niners are resting their starters. Now they got to win that.
They have to, which is great for the Packers.
Yeah.
But Bills, I saw you have a little bit lower or higher.
They went from 7 last week to 8 this week.
Yeah, that's fair.
And they won.
Mm-hmm.
But they let the Chargers hang around, man.
I dropped them a bit. They were at
I did not like their performance against the Chargers.
No.
Turned the ball over. LA played mostly better. But I still believe, that's just the Bills this year.
It's just, they looked like the old Bills before Ken Dorsey. Like with Ken Dorsey, you know what I mean? Like with this season. That's a criticism.
Yeah. You had the Browns all the way at 2. That looked smart today.
Yeah. I didn't drop the 49ers terribly low. The reason I didn't is because I still think they are the best team in the NFC. Like, even with like that loss and what happened, I still think, because we've seen what they've done to teams in the NFC. So I think they still are one of the best teams in football just because they got beat. Don't mean.
When you look at that game, they really had one horrible quarter. The third quarter is where the Ravens scored 17. And my take was that's when Trent Williams left the game too. Mm-hmm. And 2 of their losses this year is when Trent Williams hasn't played. I think he's their most important player. Like we talked about McCaffrey, we've talked about Purdy, and they're probably equally important. That's a better way to put it. Like, I think he is equally important to their offensive success. As you could argue anybody. They're just not, and they had 2 more guys get hurt on the line in that game. So it was just bad situation, a couple tough injuries. They shuffled shit around and didn't work out. Looking back on that game, they got their ass kicked, but not as bad as it looked while it was happening, if that makes any sense.
No, I mean, because I said that too. The 49ers, like, they kept that game close for a while, even with all those turnovers.
Go Buffs.
Go Wisconsin, but yeah, I don't watch college football, so.
Go Buffs.
That's it. I want to look at your. It's not even that bad. You just have a cajillion teams. That's fine. Raiders, they got an honorable mention. Steelers got an honorable mention for me too. Wow, the Packers are in your top 14. I'm impressed with that.
Yeah, I wasn't planning on putting your Packers in there after, the
Panthers
almost not beating the Panthers.
Actually similar, yeah.
But really, what it came down to me was the NFL playoff seeding.
You only have 5% chance to make it right now, but have a great weekend. Have a good birthday, Riley. Take care.
Here we go. Okay, so they're not in the playoffs right now, the Packers, but they're sandwiched between the Saints and the Vikings as the teams, on the bubble, right? So my thinking is the Packers are better than the Vikings, and they're better than the Saints. So I like them as the best bubble team. And then I sandwiched the Cowboys and the Eagles into one spot. So I kind of had an opening there because I'm so freaking annoyed by the Eagles and Cowboys. I'm like, you know what? I don't think that the Packers are the 7th best team in the NFC. I really think they are the 8th. They're the 8th best team in the NFC right now.
That's fair.
But if something happens to those teams up above them, I like them to get in. I don't know if I like them to win anything, but I like them to get in. Got to give Jordan Love credit, man. He's delivered. He's delivered.
No,
he's had the ups, he's had the downs. It was like this, whoop whoop, and now he's just hovering like this.
And the fact that he's doing it with all the injuries, wide receivers gone, no stable running game, terrible defense. What in the world? A football.
Found that at my parents' house. Forgot how loyal of a Buffs fan I've been my whole life, guys. My whole life.
Yeah. What's just so effing frustrating, dude, is we saw and I know beating the Chiefs doesn't look that great now, but like they beat the Lions on Thanksgiving. Like they showed this team can, like the defense, everybody could play well. It just looks like the regression, especially from the defensive side of the ball, has been so significant these past few. It's just so disappointing
because that they got complimentary ball.
It's so damn frustrating.
You need complimentary football.
Jersey Anza.